Hey, this is Professor Wiseguy with another 5-minute fix. Today, we're going to look at colons. Yeah, I know, it's hard to talk about colons without bathroom humor, but we'll try. While I hate to speak poorly of my colleagues, I do know that some writing teachers have done students a disservice by telling them that colons are used to introduce lists. To some degree that's true, but it's just not a very helpful piece of advice. With that advice, you might say something like this. The human digestive system includes, colon, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, and the colon. What is that colon doing there? I mean the punctuation mark. The answer? Nothing. Unlike the colon in your body, that one is completely unnecessary. Remove the colon and you get this. The human digestive system includes the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, and the colon. It's perfect without the colon, right? Yes, sometimes colons do introduce lists, but they don't introduce all lists, and they introduce some things that aren't lists at all. Just flush away that whole list thing and consider the ways that you see colons used in other places. Probably the most common one is in times. 4:53. That's a time, right? Now look, on the left side of the colon is the big thing, the hour, while to the right of the colon is something more specific or precise, the minutes. Sometimes when we're talking about certain texts, like the Bible or Shakespeare's plays, we use colons. For example, Ezekiel 4:12. In that one, the bigger division of text, the chapter is the 4 to the left of the colon, while to the right, we have the smaller division of text, the verse number, 12. By the way, in that verse, Ezekiel is commanded to bake bread over human dung. We do similar stuff with Shakespeare. Say, Comedy of Errors 3:1. The 3 is the act, the bigger division, while the 1 is the scene, the smaller division. Follow it up and you'll get a 400-year-old fart joke. Now, I know that you're probably thinking I'm just giving you a bunch of random information, but notice something. Colons always lead from something broader or more general to something narrower or more specific. Always. I want to look back to that don't example we used before. The human digestive system includes, colon, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, and the colon. What's wrong with that? Here's a key thing to remember. When you use a colon in a sentence, you absolutely positively have to be able to stop at the colon. Could we stop at this colon, replace it with a period, and eliminate the rest of the sentence? The human digestive system includes... Not at all, right? But what if we changed it up a little? The human digestive system includes several parts, colon, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, and the colon. Now replace the colon with a period and eliminate the rest. The human digestive system includes several parts. That works as a sentence, doesn't it? It's not as informative, but it is complete. And if we look at the full sentence, we see that we have something kind of general on the left side of the colon, several parts, and then more specific information about what those parts are on the right. That's what colons do. Yes, they sometimes introduce lists, but not always. Try these. I've learned a lot about the digestive system, colon, a process of elimination. Forrest Gump explained where he was wounded, colon, in the buttocks. Oprah Winfrey had it right, colon, everybody looks at their poop. See, none of those is a list, but they're all great uses of colons. And really regular use of the colon is pretty important. So what is the takeaway from our 5-minute fix on colons? Only put a colon where you could put a period and then end the sentence. Read it up to the colon. If you can't stop there, then it's wrong. Put things after the colon that explain more specifically the main idea that appeared just before the colon. If you'll remember those things, then you'll flush away most of the problems you'll have with colons. If you found this useful, like it, ring the bell, subscribe, and join the tambourine circle. There isn't a tambourine circle.